welcome back to part 2 of the overall view of High Wyck Junction. Today it's bank holiday and the weather outside is atrocious. We've got 40-mile-an-hour winds and heavy rain. So well, what a best time than spend that up in the loft and doing some work on the layout. Today I've been sorting out packing things away from the fiddle yard. Use that fiddle yard is rammed with locomotives and rolling stock, but as you can see I've just got my Great Western rolling stock left, what goes on the King class, and my Gresley coaches, what the A4 runs. So obviously as from next month work could be starting on our extension to the property, so I thought might as well get things packed away now. So we can see it looks quite bare now, this part of the layout, with things packed away. But once I've been up here today, it's given me some ideas or some changes since the last video that I might have planned for the layout. I've texted Malcolm today and sent him a little video of what I had in mind, and that seems to have got his approval. Funny enough, he mentioned in the text back that we had that in mind to do last time. Well, what I'll show you later on the station area, but we didn't because we didn't have the space. But first of all, we've come to this area here. Obviously this fiddle yard, what is currently here at the moment, will be done away with, and what is this fiddle yard will be repositioned in the new extension. The ridge of the extension, I'm trying to work it out, should be, there's my Velux, the valley will run up here, so it should be around here. There'll be the ridge board of the new extension, so it'll be either side I can work into. Obviously I won't be able to stand up in a new extension because the ridge board will be slightly lower than this one in here, but I don't mind kneeling. It will be carpeted, or you can sit down anyway. There will be a stool through there, but to be honest I won't be doing much in there anyway because that's going to be just a storage yard, and there will be one scene on this side, the harbour scene. So what's going to happen is we've got a track, a point work system in here. This comes off the main line, the up and down line, so you can move rolling stock and locos onto the line. So this tunnel mouth will still stay here, and this will be, track will run through, it will swing around this way into the feeder yard. You won't be able to see this track because there will be a retaining wall and scenery work here, so that will hide that piece of track work. We'll probably just drop the hillside down here, just make a little cutting here just to tidy that end up, and this track will sort of run into there. Up here on the branch line, roughly around here, I will put a curved point or a right turn point, and track, a single line will be running here, retaining wall here, all the way down here once to the one line to the station, and there'll be a branch of a right point again, what will swing round into the harbour or beach station. And it got me thinking, because I have this retaining wall, because obviously we used to have engine sheds here, an ash plant here, and an engine shed here. We've got the turntable, and it just got me thinking when I cleared it away. I thought, I wonder if I can get the 4-road engine shed from there and position it into here. And I've done some measurements, so I've got my tape measure. The engine shed is 30 centimetres wide, so 30 centimetres is here, from there to this third piece of track. But what I'll do, I'll bring it forward, so 30 centimetres will be here, so it'll be on this first piece of track. So roughly around here will be a retaining wall, and then the single track will run here because I'll have the clearance from the roof, because also this will be done away with. And I have a nice retaining wall with the engine shed, and then we can have 2 lanes of track coming down here down to the turntable. But what I'll put here will be, we use the ash plant, and we also will use the coaling stage, what's positioned over there against the retaining wall here. We have the single track up here, and I might have either a low relief terraced houses, so it's looking over the engine shed and yard here in the coal stage, and just have maybe the back view of houses with the backyards, or it might be the front and just have a little track road running there, and you can have like kids looking over the fence at the locos. So that's what I've got planned for down there. So the Helgen turntable I've got there will be repositioned here. The 4-road shed will be there, and the coal stage was outside the main station will be positioned here. Obviously this will be altered, this track work here, because this needs to be widened, this platform, what I'll be doing. Malcolm's doing the main station and that station over here, and this is my little project here, this station here. We've got 2 stations each technically. He's doing Tiffy Valley and the main station, and I'll be doing this one and the beach station. So we've got 2 stations each to do, so that's fair. Anyway, so we've got this to be widened, so I might lose one of the tracks from here to bring it forward, so we've got more area here to do the bits and pieces. Then obviously, like I said, the track will go down here to the main station. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at the Ketts Park shed to see what I've got in planned for that. Okay, so this is the Ketts Park shed. I was going to keep this, but what came into my mind was maybe have a marshalling yard around here for wagons and bits and pieces to store, because we haven't got any area to store wagons just apart from the fiddle yard and some little sidings here where the goods shed is, and the cement work siding. That's all we've got, and the oil tank sidings. So I thought to myself, this would be a great area to have a marshalling yard. Either we can have the track work come from this end, swinging, just raking that way, or keep the point from that end and have it raking this way, because obviously these boards will be replaced. This will stay the same, and the road at the back there will stay the same. So basically it's just this board here will be lifted out and put in a new board, because obviously we've got the turntable cut in, and have a good area of rolling stock. So we'd have all wagons that side, and probably here I had in mind of having a coach works for maintenance on coaching stock. So we could have just a 2-road shed here for coaches, and obviously there will be the marshalling yard for the wagons. Because what has sort of not bothered me, but obviously it doesn't sit with me, is these tight curves to get on the turntable, and this curve here, it's just, it doesn't look right to me, so and that's just going to be bugging me. So I thought, right, maybe because it's too squashed in here, too much going on, so I thought we could redevelop this area and make it a bit more functional and a bit more realistic. So that's what I had in mind. You may be thinking, well, so where's the diesel depot going to go now? You've got the diesel depot there as well. Well, I'm going to show you where that will go in a minute, but this is where this shed will be moved up to the end there, and I suppose the depot office there as well for the engine drivers get repositioned. And like I said, this turntable will be put over there where the existing Pico turntable is. Obviously these boards will be replaced. This board will be replaced. The boards running where the station is going to be replaced. Malcolm will be redoing the station, and obviously the boards we just looked at where the fiddle yard is, they're going to get ripped up and be 12mm ply. I'm using 12mm ply because obviously the existing boards on the up and down line where the cement works it's 12mm MDF, so I've got to continue that 12mm theme. If not, it's going to be a drop. I suppose I can alter it with cork, but with my layout sometimes I might have to kneel on the baseboards to reach for something or whatever. At least I know 12mm is more sturdy than 9mm, so we're going to stick to the 12mm hardwood ply sheets. So what we're going to do now, we'll look at the station area to see what's going to change and where we're going to position this fuel depot or diesel depot maintenance shed in a different part of the layout. Just take a look. So this is the coal stage what we've got positioned at the moment, what is going to be moved and put, what we just discussed earlier, that will be gone. So you've got to know we've got another foot of board going that way. So what we're going to do now, because on this layout here, just where that goods shed is, around the back of that, the bends would, you know, they're okay, but we wanted a bit more shallower curves really, because some of the locos are just on their limit on the bend. So we're more of a sweeping curve, but obviously because we already had done the track work for the main area here, we didn't have no choice in the matter. Because we originally wanted to have a 3-line track in here, so one in the middle for trains to run through, while one sat either side of the station, so it could just pass through like an express, or a goods train can come through. So we'll probably do that now, because obviously all that track work here is going to be adjusted, and also we'll have more space because all this track work here for the engine sheds and what was over there, the goods shed, what's just over there, you see in that corner, that will be done away with. So obviously this will be done away with, so we've got more space. That means the platforms can be pushed over that bit more, and hopefully we can get more of a shallower curve. But the more issue of the curve is down this end of the track. It is tighter here, so we're hoping now, because all this, the 3 roads at the back here, what you scared the video, will be gone. There'll just be one track basically running there on the back of the platforms. So it means we can push that over a bit more, a few inches, and that extra few inches might just give us a more of a shallower curve on that section of track. So that's what we have planned here. So obviously, where is the diesel depot going to go? Well, what we're going to do, we're going to stick it in that corner where that piece of platform is, that was the goods shed area. And I thought it'd be a nice area just to stick the diesel depot in there. You can just have in the corner, and it has come out and onto the main line, and that's what I've got planned to do. And also they can pick up the rolling stock, or the rolling stock can be pulled out the coach works after the maintenance and pulled in to the platform there, and then the shunting engine can go, and the loco will be running the lowest rolling stock for the day, can take it away on its duties. So that's what's got planned for that area there. The diesel depot will be positioned there. So we've got some good ideas that come about, me just tidying up on the layout today. You know, just, it's amazing how things come together. You see something, think that will work, you do a bit of measurements and work out how things can be improved. The track you use is Pico Code 100. That's what you use in the layout. We use Insulfrog points, because that's what I chose when I constructed the layout. I didn't feel confident with live frog points, so I opted for Insulfrog points. And so that's what we got. So there's going to be a lot of things happening in the next few months. Construction work on the layout will finish with now. There'll be a lot of disruption on the layout, and especially with the extension area. That's why I've decided to clear that area today, because it just seems pointless leaving it to the last minute and rushing packing things away. So it's just got them bits of rolling stock left to do, and that's it. Regarding the other part of the layout, what's the far end, what is Tiffy Valley and that area, that is not going to be altered. There might be some scenic work changes. Might be a good shed put up there. Like so, we've mentioned it last time. I'll speak about it with Malcolm, see what he thinks to make use of it. We've got it spare now, and that means just building out the embankment, the colliery, so we can do that, you know, in the future. But all that part of the layout, I'm happy with. You know, done that new branch line incline. It works well, so that all that area layout is all good. So just be finishing off with detail of putting new fencing what got broke when I was reaching across to do the embankment and the incline. So we'll replace the fence posts and redo it all again. But I'll probably do that when everything is done at the back, because I want to be reaching over the fence again and breaking it again. So that's it. So if you want any more comments about the layout or in more information, please leave your comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button and a little icon of the bell, so it means you'll be notified of any other updates to Harwich Junction. So enjoy the rest of the bank holidays and keep safe, keep well, and most importantly, keep modelling. Take care.